Hello everyone, welcome back to 30 days, 30 different hairstyles. Today we are on day 4 and I'm pretty excited about this hairstyle because I think it's fun overall. We're gonna have some curls. Hopefully the goal is a braid down the middle on the top, curled hair but all pulled up into a higher kind of ponytail on top. So first things first, you want to get your curling iron, and I'm using a small one. I recommend you use a small one. You could also leave your hair straight. I just like the curls. I think it kind of volumes the hair up a little more, so I highly recommend doing the curls. So plug your curling iron in. I have mine set and it's been used so much you can't even tell, but it's on the highest setting, and make sure you turn it on. So while my curling iron is heating up, I am going to be taking out yesterday's hair, which I ended up really liking. I really did. And I will be brushing my hair today. I also like to curl my hair when I have these like residual curls in it. Oh no, the rubber band stuck. No, it's not. By the way, feel free to let me know what you all think about the makeup and the lip color. I got some new products, and so I'm just playing around with them. However, I don't normally do the lipstick thing, so I don't know. I don't really, to me it's just one more thing, and then normally it gets on your teeth, and it's just, again, one more thing to constantly have to like maintain, so I'd rather not. But this lip stuff is actually getting all over. But it was initially staying in place really well, and that's one of the reasons I did like it. Let's just wear our hair down. Okay, so back to, what we're actually doing with this video. I do want to say there are 2 different ways you can curl your hair. Actually, there are a million more. The first is just leaving your hair down, sectioning it off, and curling it that way. For the sake of time today, I will not be doing that. We'll be doing it in a very much easier manner. So I'll show you that here in a second. I do want to say I'm going to post the link to my hair curling video in the comments somewhere or in the description of this video. So if you're interested in that, make sure you take a look at that video. All right, so we are going to start with brushing out our hair. And when brushing your hair, you want to start at the bottom and work your way up. That way you're not fighting with your hair to get through all the knots. You're starting at the bottom and just going higher and higher. I just get really obsessed with my hair and I want to wear it down so bad. And I can, but that's not, the objective of this challenge. All right, so once your hair is all brushed out, we are going to make a part. And the part you're going to be making, I usually start at, I'm going to call it the corner here. And we don't want it here. We want it more up. sometimes I care about how even that line is when the line has potential to be seen. Today I don't think it really will, or part rather. So I'm not too concerned about how straight that is, but I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to secure this first, and then I'm going to take a hair tie and just pull the bottom half of that hair down and secure it with a hair tie. So we're gonna do a braid up here, and I'm just trying to decide if I want it straight down the middle. Well, it's gonna be straight down the middle. I think I'm more so trying to decide if I want to include the hair on the sides. So I think I'm just gonna play with it. And thank you everybody for your patience when watching, and I'm winging it half of the time. All right, so what I'm gonna do then is just basically figure out two parts that I feel are pretty even. So I'm just kind of using like the tip of my eyebrow there to make that first part. And probably, and make sure you take that part all the way back to your part in the back of your head. And then another hair tie. And then just do the same thing on the other side. I mean, I really want this chunk in the middle to be the same size. So once you have this the way you like it, centered, I would say, you're gonna then secure this side. But I think I'm going to add a little more hair into this one. Okay, let's see. I think that's gonna work. So then just secure this side. I don't know what happened. So just in case you want to see what it looks like in the back, which there's really nothing to look at, but maybe how your parts should come to the back. Now, we are going to braid this top part. And I'm going to do an inside out French braid, and I may even leave it with a little bit of a poof. I'm not too sure yet. But to get started, I'm going to make another part here in the front, preferably somewhat even, because you're going to want 3 equal strands of hair to start this braid off with. And again, you can always use a comb. I usually have pretty decent fingernails that I'm able to part my hair with, so I use them. Okay, so something interesting happened where just the tiniest piece of hair, strands of hair, got mixed in with this. So I'm pulling that out. And it's probably going to be easier to do this. Take these extra sides of hair and just pull them back with that other ponytail. Because now I've got hair coming out of there. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm going to brush this out. And then again, just make your part there in the middle. And 3 strands of hair, preferably equally equal selections. Okay, and then just start braiding it inside out. And then gathering hair. In my first video, I show you guys how to do this, kind of, or you all. Again, you're gonna wanna keep that beginning of the braid here. So as you can see, mine is shifting, but you can pull it back into place. There we go. And I do like to comb these strands. It helps the braid not have all these loopy things sticking out of it when you do that. I'm trying to push it back in the center. I don't know what I did with this braid, but it's kind of crazy. And I only care so much right now. So I think you're gonna notice that as much as I care about my hair, I don't. Like, usually I'm just more concerned with what looks good, even if that's just like decent. Not usually like, I mean, I want it to look nice, sure, but like, I'm not gonna spend hours on my hair. I'm just not. I don't have time for that. Okay, we're gonna play with that braid a little bit more. What we are also going to do though is just braid this remaining hair. And I'm still not sure if I want to leave it in the ponytail as a braid. So I am going to braid it pretty far down. My nose is runny and it's hot in here. All right, and a rubber band. And so see, I think I left some hair out, but I'm not too concerned. This braid is not even. It's gonna like, I'm gonna fix it though, because I don't want to redo it. So I will play with it. There we go. As you can see, I'm just kind of sticking my finger under there and pushing it the direction of which I'd rather it be. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take out all of these additional hair ties. And so we probably didn't need the additional parts on the side. We could have gotten away with just doing that. However, with me not being sure what I was doing, I gave myself that leeway to have that extra hair to play with. So now we are going to just comb all of your hair into a high ponytail. So I don't know what you guys can see. And then you're gonna take a hair tie. And these are the colors I'm finding right now. Come on. I'm not using those colors. I might have to go. So find a hair tie. And then you're going to just take all of that hair gathered up, comb it flat. I like to use the thinnest part of the comb. And you're just gonna stick it in a ponytail. And so this was why I wanted to leave the braid, because I really like when it just kind of like shows itself off. This is the other thing. Yes, it's a little uneven. Like it's not exactly how I wanted my braid to be. So I'm going to pull on it so it has like a more loose look to it. All right, now let's get to curling our hair. So we've got our hot curling iron ready. Again, this is just a faster way to curl your hair. And I use my curling iron like a wand. So I'm not going to be opening it and curling it that way. I'm just going to be wrapping the hair around it and curling it that way. And if you don't like this braid doing what it's doing, you can always take it out. It should be secure enough here to where it's not going to affect that braid. And I may even, once I get my hair curled, try to get this ponytail a little higher because I do want it really high on my head. Now, if you do really thick strands of hair, you're going to get different curls. So as you can see, we have those two there. This is a lot more hair on the curling iron right now than I was using, and you'll see how the curl will come out. To me, that's not really the curl. So what I recommend is just making smaller sections and curling the hair that way. For one, you don't have to hold the hair on there as long because there's less hair. And two, you don't have to redo it when it doesn't curl the way you want it to. So it's just more efficient, effective, usually. I personally would much rather curl all of my hair while it's down and then pull it up. I'm not a fan of really doing it this way. I just think that, you know, it's just an easier way to do it because you don't need to pull the curling iron up as high as you would if you were curling your hair down while it's down. And while I do know that I have a lot of hair, I do feel that a lot of these hairstyles are ones that women with thinner hair can use, or girls, whatever, whoever's watching these videos, men, women, whomever, I don't even know anymore. People, I like that one. Individuals watching this video. You could have just, if you had any, like, see these residual curls, you could have probably just let that fly too. I love to listen to music and sing along. It's like a mini concert for me when I'm getting ready. Actually, I like to do that at any time during the day. So car rides, cleaning the house, but definitely while I'm doing my hair. So this is a little different. And because I don't want to deal with copyright stuff, we're not going to listen to music. I could probably really use a trim on my hair. It's been over a year since I've done that. So I'm just really picky about everything in general in life, and I'm okay with that. I've had a couple of people tell me, well, you know, it's good. It at least means that you know what you like. So with that, like, I don't do a lot of things. Like, I don't get my hair cut all the time. I don't use a lot of product. I mean, I don't really use any product in my hair. I don't wash it excessively. I don't brush it as much as I can get away with. And for me, I feel like all of that contributes to why my hair is the way it is, which is awesome. I'm biased though, it's my hair and I love it. I love my hair. But I think that even that, the mentality I have about my hair plays into why my hair is so amazing. And two, like, I'm not somebody who can have a ton of products. Like, I like minimal things, and having a bunch of product is stuff like laying around that drives me crazy. My son, my younger son, who is 18 actually, just turned 18 not too long ago, he has more hair product than I do. And it's funny, we'll buy like the curly shampoo and curly conditioner, and I'm like, my hair's so straight, it's not gonna matter. Like, I don't even care. So we've got about half curled at this point. All right, so since you guys more or less get the gist of this, I'm gonna forward, or fast forward, yeah, the rest of this video so that I can at least listen to some music. So if you see my lips moving, it's just me singing. All right, so I wonder if anybody could guess who I was listening to. Okay, so we've got our hair curled, right? And I kind of like how this part is straight. But again, I want this ponytail higher. So now what we're going to do is try to get this ponytail high. And again, you just want to smooth out the back of the hair with a comb, the sides, everywhere. And this would be another option, which actually isn't too bad, but leaving it like kind of half up, half down, having that braid be like able to be shown off, and then just kind of leaving it all over the place. Maybe not that crazy. But anyway. All right, so the only other real decisions I'm going to be making right now are going to be what exactly I'm doing with this braid here on top. And I do feel I've decided I'm leaving this braid in place, but I'm gonna curl the bottom of it. And this is a tip I like to use when I have French braids and I'm taking out my French braids. I'll usually take a hot curling iron, and before I unbraid them, just do this to the bottom of it so that they're not straight on the bottom, but that they've got some curl to coordinate with the rest of the hair that's curled. So I think what I'm going to do with this braid, I keep pulling on it to get it to like loosen up. And I'm also kind of pulling at the sides. So, all right, let's see what it looks like in the back. And I mean, obviously my hair is not going to be like this all day. So I try to see like, what's it going to actually look like throughout the day? And do I want it more on the side? Okay, and from the back, and you can like put that braid wherever you want. I really like this braid. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. Like let it fall however it falls. All right, so there we have day 4 of the 30 days, 30 different hairstyles. Doing my best to avoid wearing it down at all costs. As you all can see, how much of a challenge that is for me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, definitely go and do that now, please. I've got a ton more hairstyles that I'm gonna be winging. So, you know, if anything, stay tuned for what random things I do. And I guess that's it. I'll see you all back here tomorrow for day 5.